This programme has been in part funded by Visit Cornwall.
Welcome to this week's Cornwall Channel. My name is Shane Solomon.
And my name is Mike Spinks, and here's what's coming up on this evening's show.
Head chef from the Longstore, Ben Ambridge, cooks us 2 amazing dishes. We find out how the iconic Cornish pasty is made. We speak to celebrity chef Nathan Outlaw down at Padstow Christmas Festival.
Well, what I always like, and I always say it, I do love the food section. I do. I enjoy filming it, or being there filming it, and doing all the social media pictures, but I have a real problem eating the things like...
Not a big foodie though, are you?
No, it's like Ben did a wonderful job there at the Longstore this week.
Yep.
And you ate it, I mean...
Yeah, no, it was gorgeous food, but you're a bit of a plain Jane.
Yeah, I know, and I know Judy Newart watches this programme, and she always has a real ribbon at me that I don't take part in it, so, Judy, I am sorry.
Are you adventurous at Christmas?
No, not really, because you were saying about earlier on whether I would eat Christmas pudding and mince pies, and I won't have any of that either.
Not even a mince pie?
Right. No, can't be dealing with that. Can't be dealing with that.
Oh, well. Well, we have got some good food coming up, as you mentioned anyway. We're down at Longstore this week, and Ben, the head chef, was down there, as you said, and he did some gorgeous food, which is a shame he couldn't try. He did us a seafood risotto, which had monkfish and mussels in. Lovely stuff. And a lovely dessert as well of a chocolate panna cotta. We really enjoyed it. Me and Jake absolutely cleared the plates afterwards, so take a look at this. Good afternoon, we're here at the Longstore in Charlestown, and I'm joined by the head chef Ben Ambridge. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Brilliant. Ben has cooked us up 2 amazing dishes, and the first one is a monkfish risotto.
Yes.
So do you want to talk us through this dish, Ben?
Yeah, sure. So what I've done here is it's a little bit of a twist on a risotto. We've used frigola pasta as opposed to arborio rice. So it's a pasta risotto, cooked much in the same way. And then I've took some monkfish off and put a little chimichurri dressing with it, just to cut through all the meaty fish, I suppose.
Okay. And the monkfish, is monkfish local?
Yeah. We buy all of our fish locally.
Okay.
It's caught out in Cornish waters, so it's good. It's sustainable as well.
Yeah.
So it takes big flavours on, so that's why I've got the chilli and the oregano and the tomato. So it's like cooking a big piece of meat, actually.
Okay. And the mussels, are they from the mussel farm that are just off of Charlestown here?
Yeah, sure. If you look just off the balcony, you can see the mussel farm just out the window. We give them a call at the end of the day, and they drop them in first thing in the morning. So
you can't get much fresher than that, though, can you? So
they are, without a doubt, the best mussels in Cornwall.
I've tried them, and yeah, they're amazing, and I can't wait to tuck into this dish as well. So is there any reason in particular that you choose sort of mussels and monkfish? Is it just that they kind of go well together?
Yeah, so like I said, the monkfish takes on really big flavours. These mussels are delicious. They taste of the sea, they're rich, they're really good plump meat in there. We've also popped a couple of little anchovies in the base of the tomato sauce, just to give it that little bit more like fish sort of taste of the sea, I suppose. Okay,
and how long does it take you to prepare this dish from scratch?
I suppose it took me about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Yeah, from scratch, from chopping the shallots and the garlic and putting that in the base, making the tomato sauce. It's quite a quick dish. It all comes in at the end where we finish it with some butter, some parmesan, that sort of thing.
No, because I always struggle cooking risotto at home, honestly. It's like the worst. It's either overdone or too done, so I always struggle to find that kind of medium in the middle. So.
Yeah, sure. We like normally if we're cooking in a restaurant, we'll make a base, so we know that it's about 3 or 4 minutes away.
Okay.
And then to serve, like to order, we finish it, and we know it's three minutes away. We add the butter, the parmesan, and that sort of stuff to it.
Brilliant. Well, I know that the best wine to go with mussels is Muscadet, and from my wine background, so it's been very nice to supply us with a bottle of Muscadet to try with the dish as well. So
welcome.
Should we
please
find it go? So you're a wine lover?
I do like wine, yeah. I do like to make sure it's paired well with the food as well.
Yeah, of course.
It's hugely important to a chef.
And one of the main mistakes that a lot of people tend to have with wine is they kind of go, well, if we're having fish, we've got to have white wine, or if we're having beef, we've got to have red wine. But that's not true. You should always base your wine pairing with the sauce that goes with the dish rather than the actual fish or the meat that's going with it. Because obviously, if you're having a fish dish that's really rich and maybe it's got like maybe a tomato sauce for it, then you can have like a light red wine with it. Whereas kind of matching it, but obviously with muscadet and mussels is the best pairing. So
see how well it goes.
Yeah, we'll see what the wine's like first. And it's always nice and bone dry, a muscadet. So. It's nice. Should we tuck in?
Let's go.
Brilliant. Can't wait. It's gorgeous. You can really get the coriander coming through, don't you? And chilli.
So classic chimichurri is oregano, coriander, chili, garlic, lime and red wine vinegar. I think that acid just helps to cut through the tomato base as well.
It's gorgeous. Brilliant. Well, thank you very much, Ben.
No, you're welcome.
So now we're on to our second dish. So Ben, tell me what this dish is.
So what we've done here is a chocolate panna cotta with some almond biscotti and just some poached fruits there, some blackberries and some raspberries.
Wow. Well, I don't think we need to talk about this one because it looks amazing, but do you want to just quickly go into the detail of how you cook a panna, well, let's say cook, how you make a panna cotta?
Yeah, sure. So it's a bit of a classic Italian dessert. It stands for set cream. So in this one we've actually got some clotted cream, some double cream, caster sugar, gelatine which sets it, and a bit of cocoa powder to give it a chocolate. And then we've made some biscotti biscuits which we've just crumbled over the top and poached some raspberries, some blackberries in some red wine, sugar, some mulled spices just because it's Christmas.
Wow. So the perfect wine pairing for this is really any dessert wine that's dark, but we've gone for Pedro Jimenez, which you can call it PX for short. It's a really dark, it's almost like a raisiny dessert wine. So should we try a little bit of this one?
Yeah, definitely.
Nice and dark in colour. Anything that's like this will go really well with anything chocolatey. So, right, well, let's tuck in. Well, yeah, actually, no, let's do the wine first. I will give you a tip though. If you ever want to try this one, actually you could try it another time, but just a scoop of vanilla ice cream with this poured over the top of it. It's gorgeous.
Sounds nice.
Great, well, after you, you can go in first. That's gorgeous.
Okay, because the chocolate's quite bitter, I think that sweet wine just goes perfectly with it.
No, it's a perfect match, isn't it? And, well, thank you very much, Ben, for cooking for us today, and can't wait to finish this one off, and we'll see you again.
So our thanks there to Ben Ambridge and everyone down at the Longstore for looking after us while shooting that section of the programme.
Yep, really lovely food as you saw, and as I mentioned earlier on, me and Jake got to clean the plates. Really enjoyed it.
It's our job, isn't it?
Our job, someone's got to do it.
So for those of you who have been watching us on the Sky TV programme over the last few weeks, we have some good news for you. It does look like we're going to continue into 2019. It might be on a different channel number, and we might also be broadcasting on FreeSat. So if you've been watching on YouTube, don't worry, we could be coming to FreeSat near you very, very soon. All you need to do really is to keep up to date with us on our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of those, and we'll let you know exactly what's happening in 2019 and where you can watch us.
Indeed, exciting stuff. That's pretty much us for the first half, so we're going to take a short ad break now. We shall see you in a bit.
Let Sequoia support you to manage your employees so you can focus on what matters in your business, both personally and professionally. We can take the mystery out of employment law and provide easy to understand solutions for businesses to help get the best out of their employees, whilst being compliant with the law. We are a safe pair of hands when you need it most. Visit sequoia.com.
Are you missing calls? 75% of people don't like leaving answer phone messages. What opportunities could you be missing out on in your business? Fonetta Business offers a solution with its telephone answering service. Our dedicated business team answer your calls as your business and can text or email you straight away. From as little as £1 per call, can you afford to miss your next customer? Contact us to try our 14-day free trial now. Fonetta. Communication made easy.
Have you been to Bodmin Jail? Immerse yourself in the history and atmosphere of the former county prison. Spend the night in jail with our resident medium. Visit the tea room. Dine in the Governor's Hall and experience our fine cuisine, or why not sample our delicious Sunday lunch? So much going on. Wednesday ghost walks. Thursday scary cinema night. Friday and Saturday after dark experience. Weddings and daily heritage tours. Bodmin Jail. So much more than an attraction.
With over 1,000 vehicles from 7 manufacturers, look no further than Hawkins. So whether it's practicality, comfort, space, or something special, we've got your perfect match. Hawkins, making it easy for you.
Since 1994, independent estate agent Jackie Stanley and her team have been looking after property owners and buyers from the Harbourside office in Padstow. Covering a whole of North Cornwall, it's important to Jackie that great care and attention is paid to all clients, and that herself and her staff go the extra mile to achieve satisfaction for her buyers and sellers alike. Honesty, integrity and discretion are key in our outstanding sales record. Visit Jackie Stanley online or pop in and see her in Padstow.
Need a drone? Or a smaller drone? Or a bigger drone? Or maybe a battery, memory card, bag or merch? Or whatever these are, to help you get shots like this. This. Or even this. Or you can even win £2,500 to spend in store or online in our monthly competition for only £2 per entry. Get everything you need at hobbymounts.co.uk.
Well, welcome back to part 2 here on the Cornwall Channel. My name is Shane Solomon.
And my name is Mike Spinks. Got an interesting little piece up for you next.
Indeed we do. Now, I always say that I have a hard job eating certain things. Now, this week in our section is the Cornish pasty. Now, that is my weakness. I love my Cornish pasties.
Indeed you do.
A traditional one as well, steak pasty, that's it. Don't go doing any of this chicken, none of this Stilton, none of that. Just a nice, good Cornish pasty. But I've brought up a little statistic here, and that is 6 out of 7 dwarfs aren't happy.
That is true. I have heard that.
That's a good.
Do you have a pasty statistic there?
I do have a pasty statistic. Yes, I do. According to the Cornish Pasty Association, 120 million pasties are produced every year. That's more than 2 million traditional pasties produced in the duchy every week. That's enough to give every man, woman and child in the county 4 pasties each.
A year?
Is that what I said?
I don't know.
Oh no, every week.
Every week?
It's week, yes. That's what I'm saying.
That's pretty good.
And Jake was telling us before we went live that over 2,000 people were employed in Cornwall making pasties.
No way. I've got an interesting one as well, actually. Yeah. So if a pasty is crimped on the left by a left-handed person, they call it a cock crimp.
Right.
Do it by a right-handed person, it's a hen crimp.
There you go. See, all this education here on the Cornwall channel, this is why we created it. I mean, let's be honest.
That's what we should have, pasty hour on the Cornwall channel.
And can you crimp? Send us in your pictures. Send us in your pictures your best crimp pasty at home, and hopefully we can publish them here on the channel.
Yeah, that'd be good.
One Friday night.
So this is our next piece. We popped down to our friends at Everington's who make great pasties down there. They had a little look behind the scenes on how they make them. So take a close look at this.
We've been wanting to know how the traditional, iconic Cornish pasty is made, so we've come down here to Everington's to see how they do it. We're about to go into the prep room to see how these amazing pasties are made. Can't wait to try one.
There are a lot of different recipes and methods that are used when making the iconic Cornish pasty. The team down here at Everington's have their method, however it's a very closely guarded secret. To make the traditional Cornish pasty, you start with the pastry base, which is made using strong plain bread flour. Remember, it's important to use a stronger flour than normal, as you need the extra strength and the gluten to produce a strong pliable pastry. Lard, Cornish butter and salt and cold water is then added. Once the team here have their pastry base, they then add the vegetables, which are potato, swede and onion. You then add the meat on top of the vegetables. Only the finest Cornish beef skirt is used in these pasties, which is supplied by the on-site butchery. Both the vegetables are seasoned in a secret blend of spices. The pasty is then crimped and frozen down. Once ready, the pasty is taken out of the freezer and glazed with egg wash. The pasty is placed in the oven for an hour until golden brown. And there you have it, a hot, Moorish, traditional Cornish pasty.
So that's how the pasty's made. Got one for you, Spinks. Okay. Anson.
Everyone loves a Cornish pasty, most of all me.
Indeed. Really nice. Really enjoyed it.
I'll tell you what, you have to let us know your favourite pasty. Send us a message on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or wherever else you can find us online.
Yeah, are you a cheese and onion, a steak and Stilton classic steak? And they even do, what have I seen for Christmas? They do turkey and cranberry ones.
Cranberry, what? See, in my book, my Cornish pasty book, it is wrong.
It is wrong. Shouldn't go messing with perfection.
Yeah, is it a turnip or is it Swede?
It's a Swede.
Someone once said, if you don't cry, we're getting hit by a onion. I've got this wrong. No, hang on. They said if you think an onion makes you cry, You've never been hit in the face with a turnip. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Classic joke.
So anyway, you never guess who I bumped into the other day in the opticians?
No idea.
Everybody.
Oh dear.
But guess who we bumped into at the Padstow Christmas Festival?
Yes, celebrity chefs this week. We were down there, a really great little fair. I think it's been going for about 12 years now, and we bumped into Nathan Outlaw.
Yeah, Nathan Outlaw, which is a great name to start with.
Indeed.
I wonder if it's his real name or it's like a stage name. But then his mum was there.
Mrs. Outlaw.
Mrs. Outlaw, so it must be their real family name.
Yeah.
And we also bumped into Julian as well from the Fisherman's Mission.
Yep, so he was down in the main tent where all the exhibitors are down there. They've got some amazing stuff, great place to go and get all your extra little gifts for Christmas. They have some great decorations down there as well that I thought was really cool. And then they had their food demo tent, which had all of the big names. I know Rick Stein was down there. Everybody, any kind of celebrity chef that you can think
Phil
of.
Vickery.
Phil Vickery was in there, yeah, don't forget Phil Vickery. And we managed
Ainsworth.
to... Oh, and Paul Ainsworth. Just keep firing them over.
You know.
Keep firing them over. But yeah, we managed to grab a little bit of time from Nathan Outlaw, who got us a little bit of an insight into how his Christmas looked and talk us through one of the dishes that he made in the demo tent over there. So this is our little piece on the Padstow Christmas Festival.
Hi, I'm Nathan Outlaw and you're watching the Cornwall channel.
Well, it's certainly beginning to look a lot like Christmas here in Padstow for day one of the Padstow Christmas Festival. So it's estimated that over 50,000 people are going to make it here to Padstow over the next 4 days.
I'm Julian Waring, I'm fundraising manager for the Fisherman's Mission. Fisherman's Mission, we're a welfare charity, so we look after often the most vulnerable people in our society. So here in Cornwall there's 49 ports and coves, so on a daily basis we're going around those ports and coves, getting to know the fishing community and being there when there are the tragedies, when we're dealing with things like loneliness, fishermen's widows, and really dealing with poverty as well. So quite a broad spectrum of things that we do, but we're a practical charity that's supporting the fishing community. This is, oh gosh, we've been so excited and looking forward to this. This is a real treat. It doesn't feel like work. I mean, it's so busy. There are so many people that we know here. Yeah, it's a bit like coming to a party. It's just, yeah, it's a magical time. Really looking forward to it. Nathan's just opened it now. I'll see if I can sneak in. Angela Hartnett would be lovely to go and see, I think. Yeah, she's, yeah, if I was choosing those, probably between Nathan and Angela, yeah.
My name's Nathan Outlaw and I'm a seafood chef from Cornwall. My thoughts on the Padstow Christmas Festival is, I mean, I've been doing it since the beginning, so I think it's in its 12th year now, and it just gets bigger and bigger every year. There's so much, yeah, more. The chefs are one thing, but there's so much more out there in the tent with all the produce, all the suppliers, and that. You know, and it is truly something you can actually get yourself prepared for Christmas by coming to this festival as well, which is good. Gives you a few more weeks afterwards as well to get yourself organised. So what I demonstrated today was just a simple seafood stew, something that people can actually take a few little things from what I did and cook in their own kitchen. I always find when you're doing demonstration, you keep it nice and simple, and that means that people can give it a go at home, and that's the main thing really. Nathan Outlaw will be spending Christmas not doing much because the rest of the year I'm sort of running around like a mad hatter. I've got two lovely children and my wife, and we'll just have a nice quiet one in Cornwall. I think probably might cook a bit of turkey, but a bit of fish as well. Yeah. My daughter really likes to become a chef, and she's 13 at the moment. So a lot of people think, well, she's too young, but I was probably 8 or 9 when I was first in the kitchen. So I think it's one of the things you sort of, if you get the bug, you're into it. I tried to put her off. I gave her some terrible jobs in last summer with some prepping fish and gutting fish, and then at the end of it, she still wanted to do it. So you never know.
Well, the weather certainly hasn't dampened the spirits here in Padstow for the Christmas Festival. Our thanks to the organisers, Nathan Outlaw and Julian. So back to us in the studio. Well, totally feeling the magic of Christmas there in Padstow this week. So thank you to everyone there who kindly let us into the festival to get our interviews with Nathan and Julian.
Horrible weather though, wasn't it?
It wasn't great, but it was beaming on the inside.
It was.
Full of brightness and happiness.
And packed as well. Loads of people down there.
It was rammed. It was very, very busy. So we are now at the end of the programme. We've got no music for you this week.
No, unfortunately next week we've got a very busy show next week though. We've got a little bit more cooking going on, lots more to come, so stay tuned for that. Also like to thank all of our sponsors as well that help us keep the show going. Very excited, and obviously we mentioned about having a new season next year as well, so 2019 is looking to be very exciting.
Indeed, everything is crossed, and we always love to hear from you, so please send us those messages, give us a like on our Facebook page, because without you, our viewers, we couldn't make the show possible. So find us on Facebook, find us on Instagram and Twitter. We'd love to hear from you.
Indeed, so that's pretty much us from this evening. We'll be back again next week, so we'll see you then.
This programme has been in part funded by Visit Cornwall. For great food, friendly accommodation and delicious local ales, come to the Griffin Inn in Newquay. Our Cornish restaurant and bar menu offers a traditional menu incorporating homemade dishes using fresh local produce wherever possible. Not forgetting our very popular Sunday carvery and sizzling steak nights. It is the ideal place to stay for business, a holiday or a short break in Cornwall. Visiting Cornwall, think the Griffin Inn Newquay.
We provide quality training and health and safety consultancy services to the people of Cornwall and the South West. We support individuals and organisations to be the best they possibly can be. Cornwall Training and Consultancy, to learn, grow and succeed.
Hi, I'm Peter Giddins from Biffa Cornwall. We are passionate about keeping Cornwall clean and tidy with our highly rated waste collection service. Biffa Cornwall offer full county coverage for all waste streams. Supporting organisations such as the Cornish Pirates and Children's Hospice South West is a key focus for our business. To discuss your current requirements, we would love to hear from you.